Yeah, we're not even going rolling in this time. We've just
You just started it with a sigh. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I've hit it
Just
with the exact tone. Well, the thing is, by now people have obviously realised that they shouldn't expect too much, and I don't want to deceive them. I don't want to build them up and be like, "We're in for a fantastic." I'm not going to do what every other podcast does. Like, we're in
no.
for a great show today. We've got guests. We've got some really good things going on. We've got some people coming in. We're going to get some opinions. We're going to really demonize someone who will never, ever come on a show ever again. Nobody knows where these podcasts come from. We tend to just spring up from possibly the crust of the earth. Maybe we grow between the cracks in concrete. We're not sure. But somehow, groups of 6 people, 6 young people who have a negative number of brain cells between them. We've all met up. We don't know how. Apparently, anyone with 25 quid can go in a podcast studio and can record this shit. So, tell us who you're shagging.
Well, it's this guy that I met at Blockbuster when I was about 14, just before the last one closed in Stockport, and I've just been meeting him ever since. He used to work in Blockbuster, but not when I met him there. At that point, he'd lost his job 5 years prior, and he just used to like going in there and hanging around, recommending PS2 games to people.
Sick.
Lovely fella.
The thing is, the problem there is, whilst trying to create some sort of humorous anecdote, you've actually been far more interesting than any of those podcasts ever have. Because
And
what
they'll
you've had
never
there
have me on.
is an authentic relationship that is a little bit different and weird. You haven't just gone, well, the thing is, yeah, I'm just fucking scoping out, you know what I mean? I'm keeping my options open. Not actually saying anything, just providing a cliched default sentence and then moving on with some
See,
sort
I've
of...
left room for questions. That's what I've done
You've actually opened doors, which is a problem. The average panel podcast is like Scooby-Doo. It's a long corridor of like all the doors are closed. You can't go through them. You're not meant to go through them.
It's like Scooby-Doo, but from the perspective of they're not chasing the creature, you're the cleaner trying to figure out which door it is that opens.
We're
just walking down the corridor trying the door
is,
handles, but none of them work.
We're the different Scooby-Doo. We're the one, so they're the one where you see them just running down a corridor and it's the same doors open over again. Like, you see them scripting from left to right. We're the one where,
Scripting, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't scrolling, scripting. I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds great. Yeah.
Fuck you then, bitch.
No, I was saying it's a good word on your side there.
The other option is, the other usual...
Scrolling makes it seem like it'd be up and down.
Exactly. That's why I said script, because it
Scripting.
goes from side to side, right?
Yeah.
Especially in most Western cultures, from left to right, and that's what they'd be doing on the screen.
Yeah.
If it was a different show and it was an Arabic culture, I'd be said scripted if it was from right to left. However,
Exactly.
I digress. What we are the other typical chase in a Scooby-Doo cartoon and other cartoons, where there's like 3 sets of doors on each side, and they go in one set and then come out another set, and then the enemy goes in the set that you went in, and they end up coming down the bottom set, and you've come out the second set on the left side, and you're all chasing each other through the wrong doors, and you go through different doors. But ours all lead to nonces and people of a certain faith in prominent positions of power.
But only if you join the Patreon, otherwise you just get the nonsense.
Yeah. Or we just leave it at that. We leave it just ambiguous enough that you can't tell if we're talking about them or the Mormons.
Yeah, exactly. It's like painting by colour, isn't it? But for racism. You just pop in whatever shade it is you want into numbers.
Isn't that painting by colour?
Painting by colour?
Isn't
painting
racism
by numbers,
painting
isn't it?
by colour? Yeah, but you just said painting by colour.
It's almost like I said it like that for a reason. Let's just pick it apart. It's going to be one of them, is it?
I think it was more of a
Freudian
slip.
No. It was a professional fucking little... Oh, what do you think it is? Where is this anyway? Is this a public or a Patreon?
This has got to be a public. We've not serviced them in a while.
Okay, so no unethical question then.
No. Well, what I think is we might... For those who don't know, those who aren't on the Patreon, one of the things you get on a Patreon episode, besides stuff that, I mean,
bit ropier.
that my mum can't fucking hear, basically, because my ma's never going to pay. But a mate of a mate of a mate, she might basically say to someone one day, "Hi, my son, he's a creative type. He's got a podcast. You listen, you like podcasts, don't you? Love that Chris Ramsey one. Him and his wife, they've got a pod." She's not from, like, Leeds, where this woman is.
I don't know what that voice would be.
I don't know where she's from, but she's definitely not from here. But he's got a podcast. He's like, "Do you want to give it a listen?" Anyway, so here's the top 5 cultures I hate and why. No, we do an unethical question. And it's Jack poses a question that is, well, either the question itself is unethical or the answer, any outcome of the question is most certainly unethical.
And these came about because the first couple were from problems I'd had, where I'd like, was I wrong here?
Yeah.
And usually it's yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
Fucking,
yes.
Of course, you absolutely.
But there was no
dimwit.
winning answer for you. You shouldn't get yourself into these situations with these strange fellas.
That's
Stop
the only
giving
way
yourself
to do
an
it.
opportunity.
Yeah. So this one we've got a lot this week. I'd like to start with Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell, do you want to give me a little?
It's literally the fucking MMA fighter. I just sent you a video.
Oh yeah, Mr. CTE himself.
Oh my
Christian Theologian Enterprises.
One of us, mate. I think what you meant to say is one of us.
Yeah.
Now it's very rare, not as rare as it. I mean, it should be less rare, given that everything that comes with MMA lends itself so beautifully as a fucking gateway to the truth. Because
it's almost like a lighthouse for mental health conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because the thing is, right, as we've sort of established now, but directly or indirectly, I think we've subconsciously established that to see the truth, you've got to be a little bit. You've got to open that third eye. Now, we've seen this done from our fucking in-depth research, our investigations. This is, after all, an
investigative podcast.
That's exactly what it is. This is journalism. This is me proving to myself, my parents, and the rest of the world that degree was worth the student loan debt that I'm never going to pay off.
And this is me proving to my parents that I can make a friend.
See, we both have very achievable goals.
Yeah.
We set them low, we smash them, sort of.
No, this is a high. Like, I am trying.
So there's various ways. There's entry points to the truth, right? There's as we've seen from the Instagram reels, common ways of getting into this life would be the chemicals. The chems are a great way to start. Obviously, people like to think that it's smoking weed and taking acid and a bit of shrooms. We both know that's not the real truth. It's the meth heads and the crackheads who are really talking the real shit online.
No, it's the E numbers, Jimmy.
You reckon, yeah?
It's the E numbers that do it. All that blue food colouring and stuff.
That blue meth.
It's everyone that was mad into them blue ice lollies and that as kids. I bet they're all mad into who built the pyramids and that.
Yeah, you're right.
They could be.
All on gear. But yeah, it's not the ones who profess, "Oh, you got to break the chains, man. You've got to fucking, hey, like what I did to break my chains and really see the truth is that I actually paid £16,000 to go to a VIP retreat in Colombia, where a shaman took me under this incredible luxury ayahuasca trip where I laid on silk sheets and really confessed to myself and went through some trauma. Couldn't give a fuck, la. You've not seen nout. I want some lass even, who she's fucking down and out. She was a receptionist for a while, but she got booted from that and all. She's been up, it's Monday, she's been up since Friday on gear. She's been smashing the pipe. She's gone through rock after rock after rock. And now she's in real sermon hour. And she's going to tell you what the truth is. In the shop, at the front of the queue while everyone's queuing up to get their morning cigs and morning iced coffees to go and deal with their 9 to 5s. She's going to hold the entire line up and tell you exactly who runs this shop and why they're not going to serve her for booze at 9 in the morning. And it's not because of a law, it's because of the lizard people and what the lizard people have got to do with her drinking alcohol, and they want to keep her pristine and fresh because obviously the last fucking 72, 96 and 90 whatever hours don't matter.
They wouldn't provide the crack though, would they? If you know what I mean. Like, a lot of people believe that lizard people introduced the crack.
The CIA definitely fucking made a fortune off the crack.
Yeah, and a lot of people think the CIA are in cahoots with the lizard people, the reptilians, the Drakids, the Dracos even. Sorry, I didn't mean to conflate the two, but even though I think they're both...
It's a gun.
Dracos are the people from the Draco star system. I say people loosely.
Course.
They're like a dark-skinned reptilian with 2 very small horns on the foreheads.
Which brings me to my next
point.
point.
Quite burly-looking people.
Which is one of the other entrances into the truth is mental illness, which is obviously the facet, the way that Jack's
That's the side I take of this. Yeah, Jimmy did the drugs, I did the schizophrenia.
Yeah, I did a little bit of a mix of everything, I'm going to talk about, to be honest. Because drugs are one.
That's quite sad. That's like you're desperate to get into it. I'm desperate to get into the conspiracy game. I'm gonna try the drugs. I'm gonna try getting hit in the head. I'm gonna take up mental illness.
Yeah.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to break through, guys. I'm going to be the next Ike.
You've led me to the third one, which is CTE, is getting brain damage. A lot of people have undergone horrific accidents or a repetitive number of injuries, and as a result have opened their third eye and can see the light at the end of the tunnel, can see the world for as it is. And Bryce Mitchell has definitely become a seeker of the truth. Over the last couple of years, like he's from the South of America, like proper fucking hillbilly shit.
Peru.
The South of America, not South America.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not Brazil. His name's Bryce Mitchell. You saw the fucking video.
Hey, but people can be from anywhere. Yeah. I'm not here to cast aspersions on a man's hue of his skin.
You're right. What about the fucking accent? Where he's fucking talking like this the whole time?
You told me he's been hit in the head a lot. I just presume that was from injury.
No, that is an actual accent. So, anyway, he's gone a bit doolally, shall we say. He's heavy Christian anyway, which people from that part of the world are. During COVID, obviously, he got very anti-COVID. A lot of MMA fighters, maybe something to do with repetitive head injury, but they're very fucking anti-everything. He was like, this is anti-Christian, and he started blaming it on the lizard folk. He started blaming it on the fucking man them. And then since COVID, he just sort of got worse. And over the last year and a bit, he's got particularly bad. To the point where he's appeared on other podcasts, but he started his own podcast recently, like last month or the month before. And on episode 1, he was like, yeah, until the part where he massacred loads of people, which I don't think he killed as many people as people say he did, Hitler was a good guy. And like, the MMA community, who, I will say, they have promoted, glorified, and idolised the likes of rapist, assaulter, and all-round daft cunt Conor McGregor.
Friend of the pod.
He's a top-tier Patreon subscriber, actually. Join the Patreon. And a litany of other, like fucking incredibly naughty people. Gangsters, fucking woman beaters. Dana White slapped his missus in a club in full view of people. Like, but they're not
litany sounds like it would be a word for a collective group of a certain type of people.
Yeah.
There's a litany of them. There's just hanging. Why are they hanging round out there? They're hanging round in a litany. I don't know. It's that's for the listener to decide.
No.
When you listen, listener, when I
of?
say there's a litany there's a litany outside. Who are they?
I mean,
keep it to yourself. Don't be writing it in the comments. You'll get me in trouble. But
no, you could put it in the comments just with no context, so it's just that word.
Yeah.
So they're not known for being the most moral, like, group of folks, the MMA community.
Mm.
This was their sort of line, because everyone in the, like, Dana White, who's the president of the UFC, or the fucking promoter of the UFC, was basically like, I don't tell fighters what to say, but I do give them a platform where someone else can punch them, and you can watch them get punched, having known what they've said. Which was quite a diplomatic, in all honesty.
Yeah.
The best way he put it was like, look, I'm not going to stop him. I think it's fucking stupid, because he denounced it first off, and he was like, but I do run the one company where you can potentially watch this man get knocked the fuck out. And everyone's like, yeah, that's pretty sound, yeah. And then he went on a podcast with a couple of other, one of them's MMA fighter. I don't know who the second bloke is, but the MMA fighter, Rampage Jackson, is black, 6'4" was fought at a heavyweight from the old school, the old era of MMA, where it was nowhere near as technical and all about being like a fucking big savage cunt, of which he is. His name's fucking Rampage. Actually, his name's Quinton, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Quinton Rampage Jackson.
You just know he had to earn the Rampage.
Yeah,
I imagine you can earn that quite quick as well.
He's got great crack. He called his own son, take the first part of the insult for Chinese people and apply it to the last part of the insult for our brethren. And he called his own son that on Instagram recently as a quote. It's fucking incredible. But they had him on the podcast, and were at the start, they were like, look, we booked you before you'd said this. This big fuckery didn't really want you on. We're not going to let you explain yourself. We're going to tell you why you're a fucking idiot. And then every time he was trying to wedge in, going, oh, well, yeah, I'm just cheating. Like, thanks you managed to have us on. I just want to clarify. I didn't mean it. And they're like, no, you can't clarify. You just have to tell us you know that what you said was fucking stupid. Well, that was...
Do you not think that that's wrong in a way, though? Like, obviously, they're using him there. They've already booked him and that. But then to be like, no, you can't explain it away. You've just got to say you're stupid. It's... like especially for America, because America's got this whole thing of you can say what you want and then there'll be consequences of saying what you want. But then they've let him say what he wants, but they're no longer letting him say what he wants. He's only having the consequences, which seems, shouldn't he be allowed to keep saying what he wants?
According to what, like, it's not like it's a fucking legally required. Basically, right, you've dug your own fucking grave.
Yeah, let him dig it more. Let him dig it more. Let him try and make
part of the point was
foothold in there.
Part of the point was that they didn't want to allow almost that opinion to continue, or to allow the conversation to sort of continue. It was just like, that's just a stupid thing, and it's not something we should even acknowledge. And the fact that people sort of have these debates and discuss what ifs is part of the reason why these old theories come back around again. That's not what
we're always grateful for, though, because that's what we're peddling. We're peddling old theories.
Well, what we like to do
and
is
abhorrent thoughts.
New ones. But he's carried on. This was just an example. He's got a little bit more mental. He's fighting some Brazilian mush, who's very much taking the piss out of him. He started preaching, because he started bringing the Bible into the cage after his fights. He started like talking about God. Like, he is definitely
like a Jerry Springer character.
Oh mate, he's like a GTA character.
Yeah.
Like, insane.
Yeah, it's pretty good though, isn't it?
Batshit mental. And now he's saying, what was it in the fucking thing I sent you? That ever since the press conference for that fight, the fight that's coming up against this mad Brazilian who's just been mocking him, that he can't sleep, and that Satan's sending him demons and beautiful women.
Yeah. Bit of Venustrophobia there, possibly.
Well, he was saying that he's sending him the two things that he knows will test him the most: his vices, his weaknesses.
I would argue everyone's weakness is a demon.
Yeah, innit?
It's not, there's not many people who are like, oh, I'm not weak to demons.
No.
Like fucking, like Pokemon, like psychic to dark kind of thing. Like
Yeah, actually, I'm
fire to
immune.
water. What? Yeah, I'm immune to demons,
I'm
mate.
immune, me. But put me
Angels, though,
against.
very weak to angels and half weak to fairies.
If you put me
But demons,
against any vegetative-based fucking cryptid,
cryptid.
I'm fucked. Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
put me against like a
That skunk
Bellsprout,
ape, the skunk ape will fucking kill me. But the
them mad
demons,
tree
very
cunts,
fucking...
them tree cunts off Lord of the Rings, I'm fucked. But a
Yeah, yeah.
demon, laugh in the face of him, mate.
Yeah, they're nothing to me. King of the demons? King of who?
So
King of what?
what I'd like to say is Bryce, friend of the podcast, and if
Of course.
anyone would like a little bit of entertainment, and also like, it's not a great image for combat sports, and I would like to being a very very minuscule part of like combat sports.
You're here promoting it to the people, Jimmy.
Badly.
Foot soldier. That's what
It's
you are,
not a
eh?
great thing to see because like he's clearly he's declining fast, and this lad will crack.
He's the Bruce Willis of MMA.
What
Bro, Bruce Willis is declining quickly.
is he?
And he gone mental.
Wasn't he going? Hasn't he been going mental for a while? Isn't it? It's not that quick.
I thought it was...
Not quick enough, if you'd ask me. Anyway, I honestly wanted to see his demise come a lot sooner than this, and I'm a bit fucking pissed off about it.
Yeah, good. I thought it was quite quick. I thought it sort of like he had a handle on it, kept doing his films, and then suddenly he's like, oh, fucking hell. I don't know who I am or where I am or who anyone is anymore.
Well, his name's John McClane.
Yeah.
And
he keeps walking around with a sign that's going to get his head kicked in.
What I'd like to... Yeah, imagine he finds that sign. He's like... Imagine his family find that sign.
I didn't know I felt this way about them.
Oh, put it on for the old days. I got nothing to wear today. I'll wear it to the shop. I like an image.
Popping it on in the mirror just to remind himself. Oh, yeah.
I like it. I like the image of them putting him like a care home, and he's just constantly getting in the air conditioning units, and he's just crawling around the vents, trying to free everyone from the fucking nursing home.
Recollecting some of the scripts to some of the old people, and he thinks it was parts of his life. So I was on a spaceship, and there was this guy who's he looked. I can't remember if he was. He had orange hair, and he kept screaming at me, screaming down the camera. You're like, no. What are you talking about? Fifth Element? Is that? Hey, what? No, there's only 4.
No, it was Tuesday. That was 3
I'm
Tuesdays
Bruce Willis.
I stopped Ving Rhames getting raped once. It was a great time.
I'm Bruce Willis, and welcome to Vegetative Cryptid.
Here's me. Watch me as I go around the Yorkshire Dales, finding all the plant-based fucking little bastards that might haunt you in your nightmares. They won't affect me, but I'm very susceptible to ghouls.
Watch me as I try to remember if I've put milk in my tea. I'm Bruce Willis.
I'm Bruce
and
Willis.
Ghouls scare me.
This badger can levitate. Watch. See, can you look at it? It's just dead, hanging off a fucking hanging off a branch.
No, he's just holding it dead.
What else have I got us? That were Bryce was a good start. We're gonna get into the war section because we had a couple of bits on war. We had we had the little basic little bit of the news segment for the week. The FBI investigating allegations that employees at a US-based Russian-owned steel manufacturer falsified quality control test results for armour plates used in military vehicles. So
They need them quick though, Jimmy. They did them a favour there. The Russians have done them a favour.
Yeah. That's a weird thing, isn't it? So we're gonna we fight against you in a lot of places. So how about you make the thing to stop us from getting hit by the things you're firing at us? We'll trust you, Graydon. Whatever stamp you put on that, we'll believe you. Because you Russians have never lied about anything.
They're very truthful and honest people, especially when it comes to war. Honourable fighters.
Absolutely. The Americans are you talking about there?
I've always said it.
Bit of a weird one, right? So, one of them, like fucking the next was meant to be used on all the next generation military vehicles that like are coming out in America. That this one vehicle that's the next
Clear
generation.
perspex like them old Game Boy Advances.
It's fucking paper. Yeah, like a Game Boy Color.
Yeah, so you can see them inside.
There's
somehow you can see through the people's skin in there. They've got big X-ray machines on as well on the inside constantly.
like a
trying
microwave,
to radiate,
a perspex microwave.
trying to radiate some form of super
Trust me,
soldier
no,
in the field.
This is steel. This is very good Russian steel. This you see through. Oh, this mirror effect. We have great. We polish. We use very good vodka-based polish, and then they come out the glisten, and you may be able to see skeleton through the middle. But trust me, this all part of process. Everybody going to want this next year. You have it first, Mr. America.
But Vladdy, it keeps dinging every 3 minutes. Is there a way to stop the dinging?
You just you keep pressing boost button till boost hit 240000, and then it won't do it for whole day.
Oh, bear that in mind, Vladdy. You're a legend.
Yes,
Absolute legend.
This is just time to let you know you have been using vehicle. Yes, and you and your friends should get back inside. And
yes.
If you feel warm, you take your uniform off. It doesn't matter. Your armor's fucking useless anyway. It does. I mean,
what do you
great.
mean it's useless anyway? What do you mean?
Great Russian steel. You trust me. I am Novorosk. I am good Novorosk man. I give you a bottle of vodka. You trust me. Just please don't pour vodka on the outside of vehicle because it definitely won't melt.
I'll bear that in mind, Vladdy. We'll share this on the field. Till we meet on the field, Vladdy. I'll save a glass for you.
Hey, may the best man win. It's going to be me.
Well, what if, right, the reason they've done this is so that the Russians think, oh, my God, so they're going to be really weak to these. And what if the Americans are really going for, that old saying, I am rubber, you are glue. And they're going to make something that when the bullets come at the tanks, they ping straight back. Or maybe they ping off at random directions and kill everyone around. Because they're actually going to be using different tanks.
Okay, all right.
Or putting their armor plating on the outside so it looks like that.
Oh, you look like you're pulling old Russian trick, Mr. America. I've got to be honest. This is the most fun I've had doing accent in a while. I might actually do it for the rest of the show.
It's a very good, believable Vladdy. This.
Thank you. I am Novorosk boy.
Yeah. I can tell. It's the haircut, the tracksuit. It gives it away from a mile away.
I am real. While we are on the subject of war, I'll be discussing next my psychological warfare I have been doing on Little Rodent Friend.
Little what friend?
The fucking mouse.
Yes.
So Jack.
Yes.
As we discussed, I don't think we've done a Spotify one for a little while. I think we discussed them on the Patreon, but I had a month or so of no mouse. Traps do it. The bait must have done its thing, cleared it out.
I would argue the bait didn't do its thing if you've not had a mouse. Terrible bait if it's not been bringing the mice in.
Well, no, we assumed that because one died under the counter because I could smell it like the day it died, and we pulled that out.
And then you divorced the second one, beheaded the third.
We beheaded the third. One of them, it lives at some point. But
I think that's the sixth or seventh.
It's the last one.
Yeah.
It's definitely It's not any of them before were either divorced or beheaded.
Yeah. Hey, this is the Amy Bermuda of the mouse world.
Amy Bermuda.
Yeah.
Is that the one? Are you saying that is Henry VIII?
That's the survivor. Yeah. That's Henry VIII's final survivor.
Was it Catherine of Aragon or Jane something? It weren't Anne Boleyn.
I didn't even... Anne Boleyn, that's who I meant.
It was Linda McCartney.
Linda McCartney.
She survived.
Yes.
She survived.
Yeah, she survived.
So,
Trisha Goddard, divorced.
Goddard, she got...
Survived in a different way, I suppose.
Yes, and then Catherine Ryan, we hope, beheaded. So...
Unless we meet her, in which case I'm sure she's lovely.
In which case, I'll fucking behead her, because I crack shite. So, mouse. We hadn't seen one in ages. Saw one again. was like, fuck this. And I've been doing all the bleaching. We've replenished the traps.
Getting his arsehole looking lovely, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to lure that mouse out the hole with any means necessary.
The fucking builder's foam has been ordered. But
yes, that's the way.
Well, now
You could pop a bit of broken glass in there as well if you wanted to. With the builder's foam.
Well, what I'm doing here is now you're up my avenue, Jack, because
yes.
I'm now treating it as
Razor
before I was like, I'm fucking sick of this shit, just get out. Now I'm like, oh, you're in my arena. This is my playground.
Yeah, I'm a person. I've got access to tools and machinery for this. Well, yeah. Why am I playing by your rules, mouse?
Few options. So one thing I've been doing for the past few days, whenever I've not been in there, is I've found a 12-hour video of cats meowing. And I'm doing Vietnam-style tactics where they would play like fucking Sabbath and that through their fucking, and Pink Floyd and shit through the speakers of the helicopters. I'm playing the sound of cats to the fucking kitchen all day. And
see, that's where it's the wrong video. The videos you should go for are the ones where they're frying them in them big pans on the street vendors.
What, the mice?
Yeah, where they fry off the mice and rats in them big pans.
Yeah, maybe I need 2 screens then, because the cat noises is great.
It would be funny though if you just end up with like a kitchen full of horny cats.
Well, the thing is, I had 2 cats out the back last night going fucking mental for that exact reason. Like, they were going acca, mate. And they actually ended up meeting each other. I attracted them. And obviously they can't get to us, but so they're out the back. And then they just bumped into each other. And I heard them talking to each other off the back of me bringing... So I am creating, like... Which, let's be honest...
Speed dating for cats.
But a good way of keeping the mouse... Because if I just fucking surround this building with cats, the mice at some point would be like, it's time to move. The neighbourhood is in tatters.
You know who's going to love that as well? The local crackheads. They're going to really enjoy, like, if cats suddenly start appearing and they can hear what sounds like a giant cat above them.
Yeah. This can only go well. The
woman
at the bus stop is going to have
well.
some great... No, they'll stay. They'll be like, what fuck's going on here, mate? What fuck's going on? Fucking cat whisperer up there, bro. What fuck's going on? I'll have a crackhead climbing over my balcony trying to find out what sort of cat wizard's in time.
But outside, it's just loads of crackheads, and you're just there playing cat noises out of a speaker to them all.
Yeah.
But then later, as the night progresses, and the crackheads have gotten like bored and gone off to search for more rock, there's just cats left at the feet of where they all were, and the cats are still sat there tentatively staring at you.
So, I on one front, I'm hitting them with the psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of expanding.
Yeah.
I might do some MK Ultra shit.
Well, you're going to capture one, rape it, and then set it against its brethren.
Similar.
Okay. How similar? Where do the similarities start and end?
So some jolly fellow, gave me the remnants of a bottle of acid the other day.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And I don't really... I mean, I've told you. I've told you about my breakthrough on acid. And that, the ordeal, the odyssey, as it were, where I went through many times. I died, came back, was nightmares on wax, was sacrificed, stabbed. That bit sort of happened. Pinned down by police officers and injected with various drugs. Broke free from said police officers far too soon, amongst other things. So I basically, because of all that, I don't really take acid anymore. Prefer a mushy, if I'm honest. So this bloke gave us this acid, and if it's in a bottle, it's good. And from this person, I know it's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I don't want to take it. And I think I might have a test subject.
Do we have to waste it on just a mouse? Can we not give it to different wild creatures? Like a crow or a magpie?
There's a few drops. But what I'd like to do is I'm going to spike a bit of treat. You see where I'm going with this?
Oh, yeah. I wonder what it would do to it, though, because it probably has been tested on rats and mice, hasn't it? So it's got to do something.
100%. I'm taking acid back to its roots. Let's be
Yeah.
honest. We're going back to this. This mouse is gonna be like my grandparents, my great. I don't know how many greats, but this is what they felt like back in 70s and 60s.
450,000 years ago.
Yeah.
A tall, bald creature of which we can't even describe. It looked a lot like us, but without snouts and whiskers. Handed a piece of food to one of our great ancestors. And that is where we got the stoned mouse theory from. It expanded that mouse's consciousness, and it essentially made the Book of Nim in this block of flats. The Secret of Nim, even, not the Book of Nim. That's what you're going to bring about. The Secret of Nim.
Which is?
Oh, the Secret of Nim. I covered it on History Homos with them. It's fucking genuine friends of the pod, not just like lunatics
Not
that
like
we've
Conor
never
McGregor.
met. Yeah. But fucking the Book of Nim, the Secret Garden of Nim or something like that. It was rats that had been tested on. Yeah, rats that had been tested on in an MK Ultra lab, escaped and learned how to use tools and started teaching the local mice and stuff like that and the shrews and that how to use little lawn mowers and things.
Right.
And they made a society and developed magic.
I'm hoping mine just has a fucking mental breakdown. I don't want this one. This one's not returning to pass any message on. I want this cunt. I'm gonna put a little bit of fucking something across a bucket, bit of treat in the middle. So when it hits the treat, it falls in the bucket and it can't get out.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Treat, but it's got the treat, and it can sit there with its treat, happy. And then once it's eaten its treat, it can be like, "Oh, I'm stuck. I'll try getting out." And then after a while, those walls are going to start melting. And then I'm going to start playing games. Then the cat noises are coming back. But I'll start playing them from different angles. I'm going to make this mouse, I might set it free after 3 days
No,
of
don't. Because if a cat eats it or something, you don't know what that'll do to a cat or something, innit? Like, you keep luring all these cats here, and then you're giving these cats acid-filled mice. The cats belong to a person. That could be a little girl's cat or a little boy's cat that then gets made ill and dies from eating an acid-fueled mouse.
Thing is, though, right, if we're going to be honest, the typical, like, urban legend of... Oh, took acid, thought it could fly, jumped out of a window, died. Not going to happen with a cat. Cat always lands on its feet.
Oh, yeah, but it might make the cat ill.
You
did, that's what I mean. You don't want the cat to die.
If I can somehow cause a psychedelic enlightenment of the Woolwich catchment area of London amongst the local wildlife, I'm going to fucking take that opportunity. I could be like a fucking spiritual Bill Oddie.
Yeah, but what if by being the spiritual Bill Oddie, you then create the next Hitler, and then in 100 years' time, there's a new Bryce Matthews saying there's a new Hitler, but he weren't that bad.
You saying
and that came about because of guys
to create the next Hitler.
Yeah, by putting acid in this mouse. Yeah,
that's kind of good. I thought I would never amount to anything. I thought I'd never. You mean they'll write about me in the years to come? In a text
we'll make sure they write about you anyway, because maybe once you hit 45 and if it's still not worked out for you, we'll just send you on a murderous rampage and then we'll get your name in the news. The people will start listening to Truth Seeking and that, it'll all work out in the end for you. They'll write about you, Jimmy. I'll make sure of that.
Thanks.
Yeah, don't you worry. I know. I'll make sure that happens.
To be kept in the chronicles of history is the only thing I really strive for.
I've tried in the past to get you mentioned in news articles and stuff, but then once I bring up truth seeking and stuff like that, the journalists lose interest. I think I've genuinely burnt bridges by telling them I'd like them to include that I have a podcast and what's in it, because they tend to not answer me then for like an hour, and then either open the message and leave it like as it's typing and just leave it there, or they just don't answer at all.
That's the effect I've got on people, mate. Not gonna lie. Yeah. What you've done there in trying to get a friend, you've actually picked someone that will force you to be ostracised from most other sections of society.
Oh, that's what most people I've known have done to me anyway.
Yeah,
So that's
mine's not
nothing new.
intentional. I'll be honest.
None of theirs were.
Yeah,
Just
sometimes it's
standoffish,
intentional.
aggressive, sometimes intimidating people to other people, and then I'm just there like, oh, they're sound, yeah. Oh, what do you mean? So what they've set a dog on fire? Yeah, it wasn't a hard dog, you know.
So anything else? Any other tips? If we're going full, we're literally now me versus this mouse is all of the redacted documents that America used to do to people. We're doing all the naughty shit. So is there anything else you'd like to add or spitball, throw out there that I can do to this rodent to really fuck it up?
Chinese water torture might be good.
Yeah. So stick it under the tap.
A little pipette.
Stick it under the...
A little timer that goes off every 20 minutes, and you do it on the 20 minutes on the timer, and then after 6 or 7 hours, 8 hours, take a couple of days off work for this one. After about 8 hours of doing it every 20 minutes, up it to every 5 minutes, so it gets a weird sense of time.
Right. You're not doing
and
it
then,
right.
No. Then the twist, Jimmy, is after you've done it then every 5 minutes for a couple of hours to really distort their effect of time. Then you let the alarm go off every 10 minutes, and then do it a few minutes after the alarm's finished. And a minute after the alarm's finished rather than on the dot, so then the anticipation in them just really fucks with their brain.
I like that.
It's not about getting the dent in the head. It's not about the erosion of the skull.
But
it's
it
about
never was. It never
destroying the inside of the brain.
The point in water torture really was that like it wasn't regular, so you didn't know when it was going to happen. So you didn't do it in intervals where you would have a baseline of like, oh yeah, that's regular, that's on the dot every time.
Yeah, but if you fuck with people's interpretation of time, then that's another torture, isn't it? To make someone think it's 20 minutes every time, and then to think that's getting closer together, almost like they're looking forward to it and can't wait for it to happen, and they're bringing it about sooner. I mean, I don't know what a mouse's concept of time's like. You know, are they on human time, Earth time? Is it more like they're on Venus, and a day takes a week? Do you know what I mean? Who knows?
Well, it's party time for this mouse.
Yeah.
That's what time this mouse is on. This mouse is going to get fucked. I think I've still got some cowies tucked away somewhere, so I might give it a bit of a gurner.
It'd be funny if you just end up making it throw up, or it just becomes your best mate, and you're both there taking pills together.
If I can tame this mouse, right, and somehow keep it.
Like you're taking the acid alongside the mouse, and you just believe it can talk to you. You just finally break your mind.
If it manages to get through, think of this like... I'm going to relate it again to Far Cry, because I'm still playing Far Cry. Think of this as like the trials that they're going through in Far Cry. It's like when he's making their way through all the regions and they're getting the different tests. If it passes the test, so obviously it's getting subjected to like mental torture right now with the cats. If it passes that, it's going to get the acid test. If it passes the acid test, there's got to be some sort of assault course next. That's the natural progression. We've tested
Ultimate ninja.
Yeah, we've tested its mental fortitude. We've tested its ability to work when compromised mentally. So then we've got to test its physical ability.
And if it gets through that, it gets a job in the CIA.
Then I hire the mouse. Yeah. And then I keep it as a...
Which it seems like an oversight from the CIA's point of view, really, doesn't it? That
not to hire mice.
To effectively torture the people that you're taking on, and then put them through loads of vigorous physical testing and then hire them. Because not many other places would do that. They wouldn't cause them to basically become unhinged and be like, "Oh, we're going to detach you from society and break that bit in your brain."
You're confusing a lot of. So, like, in the forces, they do it physically. So, like, in the Army, in the Navy, in the Air Force, they'll do it physically. Because they're trying to teach you not only... I mean, it's a variety of things there. First of all, trying to teach you that the unit is more important than the individual. So you're only as strong as your team. So you do everything for the team. And you don't think about yourself, you think about the team. The second is that you're only as weak as your mind allows you. Is basically. So if you think you're in pain, if you think you're tired, yeah, you're tired. In reality, you might be tired, but physically you're capable and loads more than mentally you think you are. And like that's something I've learned firsthand now from fucking doing Thai. Is that like
I thought you was going to say from dealing with this mouse.
no. I've dealt with far greater enemies than this. This one's just not human, so it makes it fucking more annoying. Because if it's human, I can usually beat it with words, or at least I can feel that like there's been an intellectual battle that I've won. With this, I'm getting outfoxed by a fucking rodent, mate. And it's in me kip, which no one's made their way in me house. No one that I've hated has then turned up in me gaff and gone, haha, I'm still here.
I'm in.
Yeah. They do that to like show you, prove to yourself that you're stronger than you think you are, that you can endure more than you think you can, but also that the collective is bigger than the individual. They don't really do that in CIA and that. Depending on how you've made your way in, a lot of CIA lads are like always intelligence agents. They've never been fucking infantry or anything like that in the forces.
Yeah.
It's an agency, like they're fucking... Got to remember, CIA operates at its own accord. It's not like connected to anything else. So like they just hire whoever they need for jobs, which a lot of the time isn't big, burly, fucking strong men, because they just hire other people to do that for them. If they want a country to be destabilised, they don't do it with their own people. They've got 2 or 3 blokes to lead a unit, but the unit's just all local fucking soldiers and that, innit?
Yeah, guerrilla forces and such.
Yeah.
What about if you was to take the mouse and take it back to Pets at Home, if you can capture it?
On acid. Mate, there's something wrong with this mouse. Like, it's just listening to techno all day and telling us about fucking socialism.
No, even if it's on acid, just you take it back there, print out a clearly fake receipt from Pets at Home. You go there, and you're like, look, I got this mouse.
Don't want it.
I'm just not interested in it anymore. Tell them, be dead honest, be like, look, I don't have my original receipt, but I made this one. I'm not interested in him. I could possibly be able to bring you a few more if you're interested. The first one's free, just a little taster.
I like the idea of not taking it to even Pets at Home, taking it like Screwfix.
Well, I'm just trying to return.
I'd like to return this mouse.
I bought a pack of PVC piping and this mouse was in it. I
don't
really
even
don't
say
want
no.
this.
Just say I'd like to return this mouse. They go, we don't sell mice. Well, you sold me this one. It's like when I ordered it online and this mouse was in the box. So obviously, you sold me this mouse. I don't want this mouse. It doesn't.
There's a trick. Restaurants, you love your food and you're back eating now. You go round restaurants.
Mate, you make it sound like I had bulimia or something. You're back eating again. You've started.
Well done. You're eating
yourself.
now. You're well done. You told me you was going to have a gummy bear if you were good and it would help you.
2 rice cakes a day. 2 rice cakes and a can of tuna.
Right. So you go to these restaurants with your mouse in tow, and then you're halfway through a meal, whip it out, be like, excuse me, waiter, there's a fucking, you never believe this. There's a fucking drugged up rodent here in my pasta. I know he's drugged up because I've given him some of mine because I thought he'd run away. So he's good for a good 2 hours.
Chet, but when he comes out of this hole, he's gonna be fucking thirsty, mind.
And he's gonna be fuming because I've nicked his speakers and broke them. And he is not going to be happy.
He hates it when he can't listen to Spongle when he's in a keyhole. Because if he can't listen to Psytrance when he's in a keyhole, he's no good to anyone. Honestly, he's not going to get enlightened from this little buzz. He's going to be fuming.
Now, I know, waiter, you're wondering what's all this got to do with you. Well, obviously, I want a discount. Because, you see, I've brought this mouse here with me and I've put it in my dinner and it's completely ruined it. It's pissed all over it. I'm not happy.
Was I expecting it to?
Take this back.
I wasn't sure, to be honest. I thought the past 6 to... The thing is, right, this mouse has been really making progress. I thought I'd taught it table manners. The other day, it even put the forks on the right side, the left and right side of the plate correctly, and he even put the starter fork and knife on the outside of that. It's even laying a table like a traditional British person. But I discussed before we come out, I was like, you're not going to jump in the tagliatelle again, are you? And it looked at me with its acid-addled eyes, and it spoke to me. It spoke to me in words that you can't comprehend, but I knew it. I looked in that mouse's eyes and I was like, he's going to be sound. I'm going to take him out. Big meal. He's passed all tests. It's his passing out parade. He's going into CIA next week, this mouse, you know. He's off to Guadalajara to do some undercover work against the cartels. So I thought I'll take him out, and he loves pasta. People like to say that mice love cheese, but they're actually lactose intolerant. This one loves pasta. He loves the tagliatelle arrabbiata. So I took him out. I said, Jerry, whatever you do, don't jump in the fucking pasta. I ordered him the tagliatelle and I got the lasagna. They don't even look the same. Plates come out. He's jumped straight in fucking lasagna, Annie. He's fucked the day up. So I'd like 60% off the menu, please. Yes, I'm aware. I ordered 3 bottles of wine, which take up 85% of the menu. But he is about to piss into one of them as well.
He's about to swim in that one. Look at him jumping in and out of this glass of wine here. What a little bastard.
I know. I was only going to order a glass. I ordered a bottle. But the thing is he actually physically can't climb out the top. So he will drink that all the way to the bottom just so he can free himself. He is borderline alcoholic, yes, but he'll say it's an escape tactic. He's got many excuses, this mouse. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him at all, which is why I've been keeping him on psychedelic drugs for the past few weeks. And I've basically been schooling him in the art of like handheld weaponry. I've got a little set of nunchucks. I made them out of 2 pieces of rice and the string from a tampon. And I've also made him a samurai sword, which is basically just a fucking razor blade from a Gillette razor. And he likes.
I've been working on a bit of small arms for him. I've got him a lovely little Mauser here. That's his present for when he leaves. He'll love the little play on words. He loves it. I call him Jerry, not with a J. I know what you're thinking. TV show. It's because I think he speaks to me in a little German accent.
He is German.
So
the thing is,
it's a lovely little thing. It's a Jerry with a G, and I thought I'd give him a gun from his homeland, handmade by me, just for him, and he'll like the name as well. He loves a pun.
He loves it, Jerry. But I'll be honest. He's going to need more ketamine soon, otherwise he will cause a ruckus in this restaurant.
So could you please speak to your kitchen porter immediately and have him bring me a plate?
We've given this mouse far too much of a positive personality. I still want to kill it.
That's fair enough, man. I mean, an easy way to do it would just be drowning it, wouldn't it? You just find it, pop it in a jar with half fill the jar with water. No, half filled it, wrap a cloth around its face and then hold its head under the tap.
Cheesecloth.
It will bite fuck out of you. Yeah, nice gauze. Just to fucking...
Yeah.
No.
I could waterboard a mouse.
Big man over here, eh? Oh,
if
dead
I
hard
keep
that,
its
innit,
head
eh?
in like a pair of pliers instead.
What's the biggest animal you believe you could waterboard without feeling bad?
Now, there's a fucking... This is what we're talking about. This is sort of verging on an unethical question. Without feeling...
Oh, yeah, we've not done that yet. I'll give you the unethical question.
Depends on the animal.
Exactly. The biggest animal you wouldn't feel bad for waterboarding? We'll do higher or lower on it, size-wise. Cat. Higher or lower than a cat? As in taller, weight, size, mass. Mass. We'll go on mass.
I'm trying to think of particular animals that I fucking hate enough to waterboard.
That's not the game. The game is higher or lower.
Yeah, but then
waterboard.
I need to think of that in order to think of whether it's larger or smaller than a cat.
Well, should we start smaller? Hedgehog. Well, we'll start easy. Mouse. Could you waterboard a mouse higher or lower than a mouse?
Yeah, I'll go higher than a mouse.
Rat. Higher or lower than a rat?
Yeah, I'll go higher or lower than a rat.
Let's go squirrel. Higher or lower than a squirrel?
Wait there. Oh, you don't live here. Rats are bigger than squirrels, bro.
Well, I don't know though. Some squirrels can be pretty chunky.
Yeah, you've not been here, have you? The rats around here fucking wear clothes, mate. They're chunky bastards.
Well, that's good for business, but I mean, you know, good to know, I suppose.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't
not
often
doing
get to
enough.
bring up my work in this,
You're not doing enough. You could be selling your gear to like live rodents. You could be. This is
just making it clothes, making it
yeah.
skin jackets.
That's exactly what you should be doing. Do you want to wear your cousin? Um, but yeah, I'd go larger than a squirrel.
Raven. Ravens are pretty hefty.
Yeah, I go
Tall,
big.
anyway.
Yeah, I go larger than a raven
You could
because
waterboard something larger
other
than a raven.
birds like a turkey. I'd waterboard a turkey.
No, see, my next one was going to be a heron. Sticking with the birds, would you waterboard a heron?
What? And a turkey's not a bird? You fucking knobhead.
A turkey is a bird, but my
You went
next
no.
my
I'm
next
going to
one
stick
was
with
going.
birds.
Yeah, I was sticking with birds anyway, but I was going to a heron.
Uh,
Bigger, but could you waterboard something a heron or larger?
Larger. I would say though, with heron, you've picked a naughty beak to try and waterboard
Ah, yeah, it's getting
because that's going to
challenging now.
hold a lot of water, and it's also quite narrow to get in.
You'd have to get most of its head under the water because I'm pretty sure the nostrils of a heron are near the base of the beak rather
They
than near the
are.
tip of the beak.
They are.
So you've got to get the full beak under the water. You've got to wrap a tea towel around the whole beak.
Yeah. Plug
It's
the
just
holes.
it's good practice to just
Stick
cover
your
most of the
fingers.
face of anything with a tea towel if you're going to waterboard it, rather than like a little doily over the nose and mouth.
Yeah,
Like a rookie mistake. It's one of the first mistakes a lot of mice make when they start with the
you're
CIA
trying to do like torturing on
in the
expert
torture
mode.
module.
Yeah, it's a bit
Yeah,
difficult.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd waterboard a fucking like an emu. I feel they're
An emu.
I feel
That's
they're
a big jump in mass
it's a
there.
big bird.
Skipping. We're skipping out the foxes, badgers, and sheep, which I had planned. Okay, so bigger than an emu.
I'd waterboard right. Yeah, I'd waterboard a sheep. I'll be honest. There's been times, there's specific sheep I've waterboard because obviously I'm from country, and quite often sheep would stand in the road of like country lanes and that, and you got to wait for them to move. Most of the time, that's fine, but every now and then, like I'd be driving home from like a pal's.
I like the idea though. Now something comes up on the screen. Goes, this ever happened to you? Not anymore with the new truth-seeking waterboarding kit. And then what happens is you get out of the car and straddle this sheep, wrap a tea towel around it, and
Stick
just
its
keep
head in a
pouring
vice.
water over its face.
Stick its head in a vice and then get like a jerry can full of fucking heavy water, that ionized water or whatever it's called, and just fucking pour it over it. Nah, like I'd be driving back from my mates if he would grow weed, so quite frequently we'd have been like cutting his weed down, chopping it and shit, and I'd be high as fuck with way too much weed for someone to be carrying in a car at 2 a.m. And there'd be sheep just stood in the road, and I'd hate that cunt. Because I'd be like, you're the thing that's going to get me arrested. I'm doing everything right now to make sure I don't get arrested. You're going to be the thing, because a cop is going to pull up behind us, quite innocently be like, these sheep, eh? Might even try and help get them out the way. And as soon as I roll my window down, he's going to be like, pull over, son.
But surely 2 o'clock in the morning's a dodgy time to be doing that anyway. Surely a better time to be doing that is during like the school run.
Yeah. Well,
8:30 in the morning. You know what I mean?
I like to mix things up. Sometimes if I'm doing heavy drugs, I'll go out during the school run. If I'm only smoking weed, then I'll save that for the early hours of the morning. If I'm like doing beak and then really going intense on like some fucking, I don't know. Mate, people love to do laughing gas while they're driving down here. Now,
Really?
I don't know if people just don't do laughing gas right anymore, but when I did laughing gas, I was not connected to this planet.
Yeah, I can't see.
Yeah, I know I can see, just not what's
Everything
going on
goes
here.
everything goes sort of black and sparkly, and then
I'm in a different
I don't know how
dimension.
to. Yeah, you see other thing. It's not you're not looking out of a window.
No, it's a complete disassociative. You're not connected to your brain anymore. Like I don't. These kids are either doing shit nitrous,
But
a little
though-
bit of it.
There's a lot of traffic in London, a lot of standstill traffic. I'd love to think that's the reason why.
They could just get away with it.
No, just because they're doing it. So many people are doing laughing gas while they're driving. Everyone just stops still.
Yeah.
No one's put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. I'd like to think I could. This is bold. I'm gonna take it out of its environment to give me a chance. Dolphin.
Dolphin, you're going to waterboard a dolphin. It's possible, I suppose. Maybe you do it with compressed air, though, then it's not really waterboarding. Just
Maybe
dry
I
out
just
a dolphin's face
compress
rather than
the
wetting
water
it. What, so just a jet wash the skin off of a dolphin skeleton?
Jet wash it inside out.
Yeah. So you're just killing the dolphin, though. It's not so much waterboarding as such.
They're cunts, though, so let's be honest. I'm doing the world a service. Biggest bullies of the ocean.
How would you feel then going much bigger than a dolphin then? Save a bit of time in the show. Elephant.
Nah, bro.
You wouldn't waterboard an elephant?
Sound...
Not even to just be able to say, I waterboarded an elephant.
Sitting
in a pub. Yeah. Sit down at the bar, you've never been in there before. You look at the guy next to you, what's the biggest animal you've ever tortured? They're like, wow, I did my sister's cat when I was a kid. Never liked it. Didn't like the cat either. Hey.
Stuck it to railway, got hit by train. Like, oh, nice. What about you, mate?
Popped my fish tank on the other lad across the guy behind the bar. I popped my fish tank on a radiator. Slowly let the water dry out of there, evaporate. 3 weeks it took. Fish survived. Died in the last day. Never went much bigger than that, really. You're like, oh, is that it? African elephant, mate. Not even an Asian elephant. One with the big ears. Did one of them big-eared bastards.
Flapping beach towel.
Beach towel. Round its fucking, the end of its nostril. What do you mean nostril? Do you mean trunk? Look, who tortured the elephant? Me or you? Who's telling this? Did I say that you couldn't evaporate a fish tank on a radiator? Pour the drinks. You're here to sell me drinks. Thank you very much.
Let me tell the stories.
So you put a beach towel round its nostrils and you sort of tie that off and keep it near its mouth. Using its tusks, you need to do it to a boy, I found. Try to do it to a lot of women. Lady elephants, I don't know what you call them. Doe elephants. Yeah, heifers, I imagine, because they're like cows, aren't they? Heifer elephants, very difficult. No tusks. You need to build your own apparatus with a bit of scaffolding and a bit heavy. Bit of a lot of work. Scaffolders, very difficult to deal with at the best of times. And then when they catch you trying to nick off the back of the van so that you can torture an elephant, they're not happy with you at all. Scary men. Very scary men.
But not as scary as an African elephant.
No, the poachers that wanted to kill it. And I was like, no, guys, I'm not trying to kill it. I just want to reveal its secrets. Tell me where you leave your dead.
It never forgets anything. It knows everything. It knows all the secrets of Africa. Where are the blood diamonds?
Where'd you keep the rubies?
Where's the coltan?
Show me the rubies.
Where's the coltan? Where's the coltan? We need the slaves to dig up the coltan so we can have.
Where's all the CCTV footage of General Butt Naked? I need to see the videos.
He was a legend, goddammit. He was my hero. Yeah, I'm not waterboarding an elephant.
No.
I waterboard a really fat person.
So we've narrowed it down to bigger than a dolphin. A dolphin are bigger and smaller than an elephant.
Yeah.
There's a fair bit of wiggle room. Rhinoceros?
Yeah. Nah, man. Right,
no.
So here's things I'm not fucking with. I'll be honest, from the outset, animals that are grey. In any sense. Rhino, elephant,
narrows down a lot.
Hippo.
Anaconda. It's got the trickiness of your dolphin because they like to live in water. Heavier than a dolphin, quite possibly as well. But good sized anaconda.
Quick, like you can. Anacondas, don't they swim in water as well?
They like to be in the water, submerged usually. Massive fucking things.
They are massive. They're big. I mean, apart from the ones that were on that jet that time, they're the only snakes that have had a film made about them.
They are, yeah. Yeah. Not many snakes. Oh no. Cobra, I imagine. The word Cobra slipped into a few films.
Yeah,
you know.
Of course. Yeah. It's got a hoodie
Cobra
on.
Force. Yeah.
I love how the world went. That snake's got fucking weird head. It's got to be the worst.
Yeah, they are pretty dangerous.
Again,
I think I'd rather be in a room with an anaconda than with a king cobra. Because a king cobra can spit its acid at you from a distance and that'll burn through your skin. An anaconda might not eat you. Might not even know you're there. A king cobra wants to kill.
I'd be wearing Russian armour, so I'd be absolutely fine.
No, you'd be wearing anaconda armour that you bought from the anaconda. If the analogy's to work.
I'd have bought armour from the cobra.
Yeah.
To defend myself against the cobra.
I bought a helmet from a cobra. The unhooded cobra that I met down an alleyway.
I bought its hood. Took it off in front of me. Really easily detachable.
Very messy, though. A lot of blood. Venom everywhere. Terrifying, actually, to be honest with you. I think the things that's going to keep me alive is the knowledge of knowing a Cobra can do that.
I'm not sure
it just
where
made
he
me
put
learn
the
a
money.
lot about myself.
I'm still not sure where he put the money, but he definitely put it somewhere.
Just like a weird Philip K. Dick novel, like do spitting cobras have pockets? The unhooded spitting cobras have pockets.
Sell armor.
Dream of pockets. Yeah.
The unhooded arms dealing Cobras dream of pockets.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the fucking title. This is the end of the show.
Lovely.
And
we touched barely any of our notes as well. Very nice.
Fantastic. That means we can, to give the people a teaser. What are we going to talk about on the Patreon, Jack?
On the Patreon, I've discovered a couple of Indian fellas that have been scamming people to the tune of £3.3 million, I think, or $3.3 million, claiming to own what they were describing as an Israeli time machine.